Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be working on this Cedar of Lebanon that I got from Andy at Bonsai Crazy. I'll put his channel logo up here somewhere. He sent it to me about 2 years ago. There's a video here or short of what it was like when I first got it. And then I'll show you another shot of a couple of months later. And then probably about a year ago, I did a whole video where I wired it and styled it. So this wire's been on for a year, just over a year now. I'll bring you in and I'll show you it's started to bite in quite severely in some places. In the video where I styled it, you will notice the difference between that finished styling and this now. The bend has started to come out quite a lot. It's more of a semi-cascade than a cascade. When I initially styled it, there was quite a significant bend in the trunk. And it kind of went down like that. So I will try and address that once the wire's off and I've had a look at the amount of bite we've got in and the scarring on the trunk. I've also been having a chat with ChatGPT recently about this tree as to the next steps and designs and where to go next. So we'll go through that in a bit as well. So I'll set you up, bring you in a little bit closer, and we'll crack on with taking the wire off. So, as in the way you wire up a bonsai, you always start with wiring the trunk first, and then you do the branches afterwards. So obviously, as I'm taking the wire off, I'm going to have to do it all in reverse. So yeah, I need to start down this end with the thin branches, just to get the wire off, so that will enable me to get the stuff off the trunk. Actually, I should be alright with this. Let's just have a look. Yeah, we're right with the bottom bit at the moment. It's nice to see that the actual shape of the trunk has stayed. It's just the bend downwards that hasn't really stayed. So I might have to, there we go, that one's trapped. Yeah, I might have to, maybe instead of wiring it all back up again, maybe put some guy wire on it, or we'll figure something out when we get to that. So Andy at Bonsai Crazy actually bought two of these, and he's got one as well, and they're the same age. I'm not sure if he's done anything with his or not. You'll have to go and have a look on his page and see if there's anything. I can't remember if he's done anything or not. But yeah, I actually really like this tree. Got a lot of character and a lot of potential, and it's done really well since I've had it. Been in this pot since I got it. Well, there is quite a bit of scarring on this so far, and this wasn't even the worst bit of the bite. The worst bit is down at the bottom here, so that's going to be interesting to see. So there we are. That's all the wire taken off. That was quite hard work because of all the growth that had happened since I wired it. We've had quite a few needles drop, but that is from last year's growth, not this year's. It's done, like I said, it's done really well growth-wise. It's a bit clustered up here. Like I said, I did chat to Chat GPT about designs and the next steps and things. And what you're seeing is the front view. So what the AI has suggested is obviously I need to clear out some of these, some of the growth closer to the trunk to give you a better view of the trunk, work on the crown and get it more of a cascade. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to work on getting this bend back in. So I think what I am going to do is rather than wire it up, I'm going to put a guy wire around maybe here somewhere and just bring it in a bit. And that way that will give me that cascade that I had before. I want to call it. I think I'm going to go about here. We've got a bit of bite, a little bit of bark damage here, which I'll bring you in and show you once I've got the bend in. So I'm thinking rather than wiring it back around the trunk at this end, I might just put it into the pot. Go that far. So I could put some wire around this bit here and into there and maybe just pull it in a bit more. Therefore it'll give the tree a bit more of a three-dimensional look rather than just a straight out and over the pot, so it'll look like it's actually coming around the pot. So I might do that, and I think I might use, again, reusing some old wire that came off the tree in the first place. I'll use a slightly thicker one. I don't know if that's going to be thick enough or not. We'll just try and get it as straight as we can for a minute. And we'll start by putting it through this. Right, that's through the pot. and we kind of want it to go something a little bit like that. And then I am just twisting the wire around. I'm not pulling it tight against the trunk here because I don't want to risk it, you know, once the trunk swells, which it will do over the next year or so. I don't want to risk it biting in and sort of eating the wire this side. So I think that's kind of where we were before. Right, just have a quick spin round. Does that look alright? Need to go in a bit more. I think I might bring it in a little bit more actually. That's more like it. That looks alright. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess, isn't it? Definitely needs to sort. I definitely need to sort it out. But it's the wrong time of year, I think, to be chopping and messing about with it. All of this will need to probably get wired down eventually again. Bit of branch selection and, you know, take off what I don't want. Stuff that's blocking the look of the trunk. So there's quite a lot of it. And then obviously trim back everything to sort of the second one. That one I'll keep. I think what I might do is do a bit of branch selection now and maybe just put a bit of wire or something over the ones, not tightly, but just a bit of wire over the ones that I don't want to keep, so that when it comes to it next year or later on in this year, when it comes to trimming stuff back, I'll know which ones that I want to get rid of, rather than completely forgetting and maybe chopping the wrong ones off. So I'll do that now. Oh, my fingers smell lovely. Right, I think first of all, this one has to go because it's just sticking out the top. It's coming outwards like that and then up, whereas these two here are coming out of the top and going upwards. So this one will go. Just put a bit of wire around that one. I don't know about that back one actually. So I've got to make the crown. So I don't know. We'll get to the crown at some other point. So that one will be gone, which will give you a bit more of a better view of the trunk here. Maybe there's too much here, too much. So I think possibly this one as well will go. So that will get rid of that one and that one, giving you a much better view of the trunk line. And then I've got a few here that, this one here I'll just cut off anyway now, because it is ground downwards, so that one can go. That one will be gone, and that one will be gone. So I think we'll keep this one. That one can go down and come round and create a pad here. We'll have a pad there. This one will be a pad there. Maybe get rid of these two here, so that we'll have another pad that will come down here. Maybe another one here, and then one there, and then work on the crown afterwards. I think that's all I'm going to do for today. Like I said, it's wrong time of year to be chopping and messing about with it. So, you know, this is the story so far. I'll bring you in and I'll show you the reason why you really want to judge how long you leave your wire on for, because this is actually quite some serious scarring all along here. And, you know, the tighter the bite and the tighter the wire, the less nutrients and, you know, growth you're going to get, because it's not allowing a free flow of nutrients and goodness to the tips. So hopefully give this a few more months to recover from taking the wire off, and we should see a difference. Like I said, it's done really, really well anyway. But yeah, so lots more work to come on this, and a repot, obviously. This is when I first started bonsai. I couldn't really afford proper bonsai soil, so I used compost and cat litter. So this is still that sort of stuff. It's the white kind of, I don't know what it was, but it's the white cat litter and compost. It needs a bit of root work doing to it because all the roots are still spinning around. But other than that, there we go. That's all I'm going to do to it today. Like I said, I'll bring you in, show you this. I'll do that now. So that's not too bad. But then as you get further up, it's really bitten in certain places. Yeah, I think I took it off at the right time. I know some people like wire bites, but that's not really what you want in bonsai. You know, you want a normal looking trunk. Yeah, I mean, we've got new bits of growth here and buds here and here, you know, so it's doing really well. Buds down the bottom here. But yeah, there we go, guys. There is my Cedar of Lebanon Cascade. This is the second bit of work I've done on it over the years. I really like this tree. I think it's got great potential, and it's already got that old tree feeling and look to it. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks again for watching, and don't forget to give me a like, sub, and a share. Even a cheeky little comment if you feel like it. And stay tuned to follow this tree's journey and plenty of other trees over the next few years. Bye bye.